Yo, what's up, homies? Homie Hector here. We got ourselves this '06 Toyota Tundra with a 4.7 V8 liter engine. V8 4.7 liter engine. Alright, and we're going to be doing some secondary air injection work on this one. It was brought over for a check engine light concern regarding some secondary air injection stuff. The light was cleared, so there's no codes right now. All the parts were provided, so what we're going to be doing is just doing an R&R. If you got some secondary air injection codes, this video is going to be the one to help you guys out, so keep watching. Right now we're going to get started with the intake manifold. We're going to take all this off right here, pa fuera, and then I'll show you guys what's under the intake, what components we're going to be changing, and this way, if you got a Tundra, you know what to do with it. Let's go. Alright, first things first, we're going to remove this whole intake chingadera right here. Then we can go over to the intake and start working over there. But first, we gotta get rid of this. Two hoses over here on this side, one on this side. Take this chingadera off. Okay, let's see. Alright, now we can go with the intake. Start moving everything right here on the left. Start moving everything over here on the right. Then we can pop it up, and then we can access all our secondary chingaderas under the intake. Cool. Okay, so over here on the passenger side, which is the right side of the engine, you have these two little solenoids, or VSV, vacuum service valves or some shit like that. Toyota likes to call them something funny. But anyways, there's two ways you can go about it. I mean, everybody works differently. You can disconnect these hoses and leave the solenoids on the intake, or you can actually undo those two 10 millimeters, move it out of the way, and do it that way. And then we also got a couple 10s right here so that we can undo the harness. I believe the fuel rail is going to stay on this one, but it's just a matter of removing all these little chingaderas on this side to isolate the intake. Not sure if the throttle body is going to stay in there, but you guys will see as I go. And also on this side, there's everything that has to come off. So it's pretty much getting the intake naked so that we can get it out and look under it. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna do this air pump and the diverter valve first. Then we'll move to the two little chingaderas on the back. Then we'll put everything back together. We're gonna try the little chingadera. Could have made me a little groove right here so that I can reach it better. Jesus. Oh, great. Oh, good. Ooh. Do that. Oh shit. Oh shit. We're gonna lose it. We're gonna lose it. Ah, fuck. I dropped it. Son of a... Now we're gonna remove the whole thing as an assembly. The pump, this valve with these hoses. So I got this hose and this hose. Twist it a little bit. Oh, I'll do it from here first. So there's the pump with the hose. Ah, there it is. Broke the seal. You see that turning right there? And then we'll just pull. Scotty Kilmer. Come on. Here's my wrench. So we had some rats up in here, look. Ugh. I'm gonna vacuum that out of there. It's pretty nasty. It's good. It's a boy. Come on, push. See? Oof. This is a beauty about having OE parts. Everything just matches up perfectly. Now I'm not gonna use the clamps. You can use them, but this is a tight fit. There's nothing that's gonna happen under the intake that's gonna make this shit come loose. You can put them on, that's fine, but it's not necessary in my opinion. But you know what? We'll put them on. Like that. Boom, like so. Alright, so there's that. That's the whole chingadera with the hoses. Now I told you I wasn't going to use the clamps, but I put them on there. But you can see right here on this little hose that connects these two chingaderas together, there's no clamps. So I'm telling you, it's not necessary, but they're already there. So that's that. Oh, I also had to switch over these little chingaderas for the nuts, for the bolts. Just pop them out of there and then switch them over. Okay, now we're ready to drop this in. So easy peasy. 2 bolts for the diverter valve. 3 10mm bolts for the air pump. Last thing I gotta do is change those 2 little chingaderas in the back. Okay, so this one is this one over here, goes like that, and then this one goes mounted like this. So this is how they are. That's how we're looking at them. I already got the gaskets on here. You can see these are OE. Everything is from Toyota, so everything, it's just beautiful when everything just goes into place like it should. Gaskets are there to stay. I'm pretty sure if you got aftermarket ones, they don't have this little tab, so it'll be a pain in the ass for you. But this is it. That's how they are. You can see the two little hoses right here, the two little vacuum hoses, which come from these vacuum switching valves over here on the passenger side of the car. So vacuum switching valves, air switching valves.
A few moments later.
Alright, so this is where we're at now. Got the new air pump in there. Got the diverter valve with the sensor in there. Got the hoses in there. And I also got the air switching valves. I didn't get any footage on that, but the best way to do it is to get it from this side with an extension on a 10mm. Get it from this side with an extension. And then there's two bolts that are holding it in from the top. You're gonna have to go through there. I didn't record any of that because it's very hard to get the footage for you, but once you're in there, you should know what to do with it. That's it for the secondary air injection system. Got the two valves, got the diverter valve, got the air pump with the hoses in there. So now we're gonna drop the intake back in and button this one up. So let me set you up and get to work. Oh, that's heavy. Stretched. I think it goes there. Goes here. Okay. Alright homies, so that's gonna be it. 2006 Toyota Tundra with a dirty ass 4.7 liter engine. If you gotta take off your intake manifold, Pretty straightforward job. As I always say, if it's in your way, get it out of the way. So that's gonna be it, homies. 2006 Toyota Tundra intake manifold removal for secondary air injection components. Now all I gotta do is start it up, take it on a test drive, and verify that we got no other issues with it. Let's go.